kolla vid matchgången och själva typ.
Okay, before anything else, I have to get something out of the way. Do you think
Turn your easels now.
Do you think that this shirt gives off turn your easel vibe or mysterious, beautiful Japanese vibe?
Turn your easel vibe. Can you explain what that is?
Turn around your easel.
I bought this shirt and I was very, very happy about it. And he says it's ugly, and every time I wear it, he thinks Agnes gave up on life today. In a few days we are leaving for Singapore and Korea. I thought we could do a little cyborg themed Q&A as we are preparing for the trip. Okay, so another question we got was how our work impacts our relationship. I want to hear what you have to say.
We can't really tell where work starts and like our relationship ends.
No.
It's everything's the same. And when we're hanging out, we're just talking about ideas that we want to do.
Yeah, when we hang out, we only talk about work. But at the same time,
I don't really see it as work.
Exactly, it's
like,
really fun.
It comes from a source of like joy and something that feels exciting.
And I also feel like if we would both work full time, when we would get home and we would hang out, I think we would make videos for fun. You know, before we had this whole channel, we did the game movie.
We can get really frustrated with each other
While working, yeah.
while working on things. But that also has made us really learn how to communicate in better ways and to communicate better in those situations.
Yes, because for a while when we started working on the video, which was like a very ambitious, high pressure project for us that we wasn't used to, we had like a lot of like work, like video related arguments about that, and I felt like it affected our relationship off set. And then I remember feeling, especially from you, because you got so sick of me from how I was at work, and I was so like offended that you wouldn't separate the two, and then I remember thinking like this is not worth it for me because our relationship comes first in my mind. But then as we started communicating better and we had to learn that on a very high pressure setting, I think we learned to communicate in a way that has benefited us in our personal relationship thanks to the work related one. Seeing you in a different context than my boyfriend, you know, watching you, working with you so closely has actually made me more in love with you in a way, you know?
How did we meet? You hunted me down, tracked me down, like a lion tracks down the antelope.
From my POV, it was love at first sight, and it was a religious experience. And Andy caught on later, or whatever. I was going clubbing at this place in Malmö, and before the nightclub starts, they have this like band playing. And there I saw him, I saw a guy, so beautiful, my heart stopped. The most beautiful person I've ever seen. So Andy was rocking out, playing his guitar, I was dancing. And then we saw after the show that he was standing in the bar talking to people, and I remember thinking, this is my one chance, this is the most important moment of my life. And it was. Why are you laughing? So I walk up to him and I tell the band, I was like, hello guys, really nice music, what's your band called? And I said that I liked your hair and earring.
Yes. I followed you from my personal account.
Yes.
Because I really liked your art.
And then when he followed me from his personal account, I was like, green light, go. And I started stalking him, I started stalking his family, I looked up your entire life, and I decided like, yes, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this happen, so that he will also understand that we are supposed to be together. I messaged you.
Yeah. Playing it all cool.
And we started talking a little bit, and throughout our very pretty short conversation the first few days, he managed to friendzone me 3 times. It was my own prejudice, but considering the way he was dressed, I had this really strong fear that he wasn't into women. Let's just put it that way. And all of my colleagues and all my friends would ask, and they would be like, honey, you're screwed. That man is clearly a homosexual. And I was like, no, he has to like me. And we're talking about Korean movies, and the first thing he says is,
oh my god, Lee Byung-hun.
With heart eye emoji, and I was like, this is him trying to explain.
Can't deny it though.
I know. But now I was like, oh my god, he's trying to hint at me that he likes men. But I kept going. You referred yourself as Uncle Andy, and I thought, if there's one thing that's worse than being friend-zoned, it's being uncle-zoned. I am screwed. He's too old for me, whatever. I had all of my customers at my grocery store and all of my colleagues at my grocery store help me analyze this, break this down. What does it mean? Do I have a chance? But I kept going. And I asked him...
Playing it all cool.
And I asked him, do you want to take a drink with me sometimes to sound more mature? And you told me, hey, maybe we can meet in the sunshine. And I was like, oh my god, this man does not want romantics with me. But then, we met in the sunshine.
Yes.
Tell me what...
It was delightful.
It was delightful.
We had some fika, some coffee at this place. And I tried to buy you something to drink and some pastry.
The first thing he asked me is, what type of Asian are you?
What brand?
We talked about interests, we talked about art.
And found out we had really similar kind of family
and we were
structure.
both left-handed.
Yes.
We talked, I mentioned Tekken or something, and you told me, I have Tekken Tag tournament on my attic, do you want to play? And I was just like, at that point, I had once before, but this was I had never been to boys' house. To me it was that level, and I was like, should I do this? I don't know. I was really scared because I wasn't used to dating.
You played some Tekken.
How did it go?
Different. It was fun.
Correction, I beat this man's ass 40 times in a row with every single character in the game.
Yeah. You could shave some nails.
I went on a date here again, a reprise. Then I went on another date here, and then I moved in.
Yeah.
I thought he gave me his keys because we were both agreeing to marrying each other immediately, but apparently he thought I was gonna give them back. But I thought, oh right, we're moving in together. But I never gave them back. Who said I love you first?
You did it. Took a deep breath when you're about to jump off the 10-meter trampoline into the swimming pool fuck it, I love you.
Okay, so we were sitting, it was all romantic, and he tried to say it in he formatted in every single sentence possible without saying it, and I was like, fuck this. I'm not waiting. I really... Do you know what you said? You said, I really like you, but and beyond. I like you, but more. And then it took him 30 seconds of silence between every single word, and I was like, I can't listen to this, I have to say it because I know he's gonna say it. But I was so sure that it was gonna end there, so I was like, ah.
Because each of our friends had told us that we absolutely couldn't say it within 2 months.
Victor.
Yeah.
5 for 10. Who's the messy one in the relationship? It's me. But the thing is that being with each other has kind of given us a bit of an identity crisis, because in our families, my family is extremely messy, and I was known for being the tidy, the proper, organized girl in my family. And you are the messy guy in your family.
I'm a dirty little boy. It's when you enter my mom's apartment, it smells like chlorine. I thought I was a neat freak.
I think he's a neat freak. But then I met his family and I was like, oh shit, I got the least. None of your family could tolerate.
I think you're a dirty slob.
But like none of your family members could tolerate living with me.
No
and
way.
You would not tolerate living with my family. So we're lucky
Yeah.
that we are the most normal.
Yeah.
Introduce them to our friend. Who's this?
The slutty lights.
Look, they're supposed to be like this. But she fell off the rails and now she's like
Turning tricks.
the corner hooker. We don't slut shame. She's an icon, a legend, and the moment. And these
are cowards.
These are cowards. What's your favorite food? Asian food. I think I like this little life.
Little life.
What are you drinking?
The drink.
What is the drink?
The drink is like apple juice concentrate mixed with soda water. What do you call it? Like
Sparkling water. We got this one for free. But we usually make our own.
Yeah.
How can I work as a full-time artist? Is it sustainable to make art for a living? Love you both. We love you too.
She would say yes, I would say no.
You should expect it to
If
be
you
hard.
love it, you can do it.
If you love it and you're committed to this choice, you will not be like surprised when it's hard. You're like if you walk into it prepared for that it will be tough, that it will financially fluctuate a lot, and that you are willing to make certain sacrifices. For example, we don't eat at restaurants that often, we don't go to the cinema, we live literally below like minimum. In Sweden we have a word so called like existence minimum, and we live below it. So like if you would get...
This meal costs like $2 or something.
I have been able to make like minimum wage, but with a lot of work and a lot of luck. I will be the first to admit that. I've had a lot of luck. I think it is possible. Keep your expenses low, diversify your income streams, because they fluctuate so much. It's good to have like many small ones. You know, we do modeling side gigs sometimes, and you work. Sometimes he works at his father's restaurant. I'm kind of hoping for YouTube, but we'll see. It's a gamble. That's taking a lot of hours.
Yeah, you have to like be able to invest a lot of time into things that you don't know if they're gonna pay off.
So good luck, y'all.
Good luck.
It's
Oh, yeah.
possible. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
Gemini. Apparently mine is the one you should never ever get into a relationship with.
I know.
Chinese zodiac.
Snake.
And I am a...
Horse. No,
Securing the oat milk.
Why have we brought 10 liters of oat milk?
Because I'm addicted to coffee with oat milk. And oat milk is very expensive in Singapore.
How does your partner affect your artistic process?
I think whenever we're in doubt about something we're doing creatively, we can always turn to the other one and like ask for their opinion. Each other's opinion quite well. So it's like a good gauge of like knowing whether we're in the right direction, or like if I actually like it for myself.
Like you said, it's a luxury to be this close to someone who knows what it's like to create. Plus being this close, I also think we have a really clear understanding of what the other person's vision and goal is,
that's
and
what I
what
was
we
about
like.
to say. Like you understand what I'm going for.
Yes.
Even if you don't agree with what I'm doing.
And then like for me, the artistic process is like completely infiltrated by Andy, obviously. I use Andy in our relationship as like the biggest source of inspiration for all of my work. So obviously this affects artistic process. You're often like an active participant in my work through modeling and what you bring as a sitter. That like completely changes the portrait in the end. Which brings me to my next question. Someone asked if I'm his muse as he is mine. And the answer is no. This man only writes songs about girls who are mean to him, and then he makes me play them in his music videos.
I only write about sad stuff. There's nothing sad about Agnes.
That's good at least. If you have to choose 3 animals to form your dream team, what is Andy's dream team of animals? Pheasant, orangutan, and little monkey. 2 monkey, 1 bird. That is my dream team.
No. Dolphins.
No.
Pandas. What do you call them? Flying dogs. Flying.
I've never heard you mention these animals ever. What? So now I'm just watering our plants, but look at this. Do you know what this is? So we mentioned our first date, but before our second, my sister told me that you cannot and will not show up to a boy's house for the second time without a gift. And I started freaking out. You know, and the classics like bottle of wine, chocolate, rose. I knew he didn't drink alcohol. He was vegan and I was only vegetarian and I knew nothing about like which chocolates contained what. And you know, it felt kind of, I'm usually not one to care, but it felt a bit feminine to give him flowers. I don't know, he didn't really have that vibe either. So I decided on a plant, and when I bought it, it was like this tall. It was so tiny and it has grown with the power of love. And that's why it's always in my Christmas paintings for Andy. It's always there and you can see kind of how it grows and it's cute. Now I think I'm gonna clean the fridge. Since we're gonna be gone for like 5 weeks, I don't want things to rot.
Ain't no time for the time taking on.
Andy is that he keeps me calm and he
Peaky Blinders,
Curiosity. Andy.
Yeah, Agnes.
Somebody asked.
Yeah. Oh.
What? Fun.
Öppna dörrarna.
Dörren?
Ja,
Gick du och hem? We were not allowed to be artists in any way. What do you think we would be working with?
I would be a Shaolin monk.
Then you couldn't be with me.
But I could do it while no one's watching.
Do it. I know what we would do.
What?
Last year, we
Oh,
were...
no, shh.
Jag ser inte vad det var.
Okay.
Last year, we were actually this close to opening a restaurant together, which is quite crazy to think about now because it would have probably ruined our lives. So expensive to rent
like
a building,
space, yeah.
and it's usually like a 3-year contract, and I don't think we would have made that much money from our idea. But we were really close. We were location scouting and budgeting and stuff. Then it didn't happen, but
Who knows?
in the future, if we get bored, or maybe if we have more safety money,
Yeah.
I think I would love to do it with you.
Could happen.
Family business.
Yeah.
How do you balance work with life?
I don't.
I think that's our biggest struggle, but I think that is pretty standard if you are self-employed because it's unusual. You've been to school all your life, all your friends and your entire community has structure set for them, and when you have to create it on your own, it's tricky.
Every waking moment is kind of spent working, almost.
Yeah.
Because when I don't do the work I have to do for money, I'm gonna do the work that I want to do for myself.
That goes for many people in the artistic field where, you know, you have to practice a lot, you have to make a bunch of stuff that you don't know if they will pay off, and you don't know if you will get a single dollar for them.
Yeah.
You know, some of my paintings will never sell, but you have to do them anyways.
Like, I don't consider my art work,
Yeah.
but I kind of have this like
It's really hard.
officially I call it work to make people understand that it's like a lot of work put into it, but I don't consider it work because it's so enjoyable.
Another reason why I think it's kind of tricky to form a good work-life balance for us is because you can never really set routines, because some periods are so stressful where you have to work all-nighters 24/7. In some periods you kind of have nothing to do and it feels very easy, and sometimes we do nothing. Like sometimes we just watch The Office for many weeks. When it differs so much month to month, it's really hard to set routines and balances because they will all be fucked the next month anyways.
I think the most important thing for me is like trying to do as many. I think the most important thing for me.
I'll leave it up. Now we're gonna do a really ambitious cinematic move.
Next question.
So great. Andy,
Yeah.
what's your favorite memory of us?
Yeah. So we took like a little walk by ourselves, and when we got back to the apartment, Agnes went inside and I kept walking, and without a flinch or without turning to see my reaction, she just said, "I bought this jacket for 50 cents," and kept walking. And that's when I knew she was the woman for me.
Because I was poor and cheap.
Cheap and cool.
You don't get rich from your income, you get rich from your expenses. That's why you love me, apparently. I couldn't think of one until you said that, because my favorite memory is from the same day. Looking back, you know, on the walk, I had bought these lollipops. You heard it here first. We have patented it right now. Cyborgs Making Out owns copyright over Physickies. It's basically you take one of these lollipops, you apply it like lipstick, and then
For like a solid minute.
For like
You
solid
keep
minute.
keep going.
Yes, keep going. And then you make out with one lucky fella, and he will experience the best kiss of his life.
Joyful bliss of true
When
sugar. Actual
experienced
sugar
it,
and metaphorical
when you
sugar.
kissed me with it, I remember I like saw fireworks in my head, like Ratatouille. It's so magical. You have to try it now.
Try it with a friend. Try it with a family.
And if you really don't have one, try it with your hand. And we all learned how to kiss. Did you kiss with your hand?
No.
Really?
I started kissing when I was 8.
When we had a first kiss.
First, what type of kiss? Like with the tongue?
Yeah.
9.
No. I had my first peck when I was 18.
We do it raw in Malmö.
I had my first 1 second kiss when I was 18. I met you when I was 19. Not a lot of kissing in my days. Honestly, every day with you is my favorite memory, Andy. But also, I remember when I was doing my exhibition of you, the Muse exhibition, and I was painting you every day, and I was like so stressed. Like, mind you, I had been a professional artist for maybe 3 weeks at this point, and I already got my first solo show. I had no idea what I was doing. I had finished like 4 oil paintings in my life, and I was supposed to do 15. So stressed, I was so confused, so overwhelmed, and I had to buy these canvases, and I considered downscaling the entire exhibition so that I could take the canvases on the bus back. And then he went and he returned with really huge canvases duct taped to his backpack on his body. There is a video of it on my account. Yeah, I remember feeling very, very loved and very, very lucky to have that kind of support. Thank you. Thank you for all you have. What? Okay, Andy. Stop. Someone asked for our favorite movies, and I thought we could share our top 10. Okay, number 1 for Agnes is The Handmaiden.
The Crow.
2. Old Boy.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
3. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Enter the Dragon.
4. Submarine.
The Matrix.
5. After Sun.
Hero.
You do it like a Pokemon trainer or something. Okay, number 6. Spirited Away.
The Place Beyond the Pines.
7. Paddington 2.
The Wrestler.
Number 8. Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
The Master.
Are you ready to leave tomorrow?
No.
We know, we're leaving tomorrow regardless.
But I don't feel ready.
You ready for Singapore?
I'm ready.
You ready for Korea?
Yes.
Tomorrow is the day.
To
Tomorrow's
fly away
So
to
tomorrow
Marina Bay.
tomorrow is the day where we leave for Singapore and Korea, and you guys can stay tuned because we will be vlogging the entire time. Good night.
Sleep.
Final word.
Final word
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
Before you kill me in my sleep.